Radhika.
I'm Radhika. भाई उन्होंने किम कार्दाशियन को साड़ी पहना दी.
Yes.
They've surpassed Punjabi spirit.
भाई seriously, and you know I never knew that Gujjus knew how to celebrate क्योंकि मेरे को तो लगता था कि एक शादी एक पंजाबी से ज्यादा कोई better enjoy कर ही नहीं सकता.
That is true. Today we thought we'll talk about our national obsession, which happens to be weddings, and I am dressed the part.
Yes,
Just
you are.
kidding, I wear ethnic very often. So Sadhika, what do you think of weddings?
Well, I think weddings make for an evergreen dinner time conversation.
Yes.
You know, वो एक ऐसा topic है जिसके बारे में कभी कोई थक नहीं सकता बात कर
That's true. And it is an industry that never hits recession.
Yes, that's true.
No, it's been a growing industry since forever.
I wish I could say the same about love. Love as an industry hits recession, guys.
Yeah.
What is your take on weddings or marriage? Let's start with marriage.
See, I think marriage obviously is like the most important thing. Wedding is just a celebration of it. I think the wedding can be small, the marriage should be big on love, loyalty, respect, everything. So as a society, I think we pay so much attention to wedding that we forget that it's all for marriage. And you know, at this age, I do feel that, you know, a beautiful marriage over a big wedding for sure. An average Indian spends 1/5 of their entire life's earning on a wedding.
Yeah.
And it is just sad because so many people like marriage and shadi and shradd is like the main cause of rural indebtedness.
Oh my God.
So yes, it's just sad that we make a big deal out of it. I think it's a very good thing to spend on. Our spendings on a wedding should be only a fraction of what we make, and I think that's where we miss the point. And I think speaking of spending a part of your net worth on the wedding, I think
great
the
example.
Ambanis have set a very great example.
Yes.
I think they've spent, from what I read, 0.1% of their entire net worth on the wedding. On one hand, the average man is spending 20% of what they make on a wedding. They're spending 0.1%. So we may say that they have spent a lot of money in such a waste, which by the way it isn't. We should learn something from them.
एंड आई मीन मैं अपनी जान पहचान में ऐसे इतने सारे लोगों को जानती हूँ, ऐसे इतनी सारी फैमिलीज को जानती हूँ जिन लोगों ने उधार लेके मतलब कर्ज लेके अपने सर पे अपनी बेटियों की शादी करी है. चाहे उन्होंने वो वाला पैसा फिर दहेज में डाला है या फिर चाहे उन्होंने वो इतने बड़े बैंक्वेट को बुक करने में, एक गाड़ी देने में या फिर सारे रिश्तेदारों को खुश रखने में किया है. बट आई जस्ट थिंक कि पूरा का पूरा जो कॉन्सेप्ट है ना कि इतनी ग्रैंड वेडिंग होनी चाहिए, एंड आई थिंक स्टार्ट इंस्टाग्राम से ही हुआ था. बिकॉज एक ज़माना था जब जिसके पास पैसे थे वो तो उड़ाता ही था यार. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अंबानीज के पास पैसे हैं, वो क्यों नहीं उड़ाएंगे. एक इंसान पैसा कमाता क्यों है? ताकि वो अपने हैप्पी मोमेंट्स में उस पैसे को यूज करके खुशी अपने आसपास वालों को खुशी दे सके, अपनी फैमिली को खुशी दे सके, खुद को खुशी दे सके. सो आई थिंक इफ यू हैव इट देन बाय ऑल मींस यू शुड डू इट. बट कर्ज वर्ज अपने सर पे लेके ये सब नहीं करना चाहिए.
Going in depth just to throw a big wedding, that is, I believe, stupidity. But the society also, the society at large is responsible for this kind of behavior. Instagram to ab aaya hai, and of course, Instagram has showed us how grand weddings can be. Like
The scale.
The scale, like Instagram has truly shown us that when it comes to weddings, sky is the limit. I mean, take proposals for example. It's a Western concept, right? Because there, people date. There's no concept of arranged marriage, and people date, and only when they feel that they're ready to spend their life with this person, they propose to the other person, right? And this concept somehow came here, and now people, even in arranged marriage, they want to be proposed to, and now the proposals have also become so fancy. And while those who can afford it, really good, happy for you. But is shoshabazi mein so many people who really can't afford it. The pressure is unreal.
Yeah.
The pressure is absolutely unreal. And while social media is greatly responsible for all of this, even before social media, these things have been so prevalent in our society. As a society, we're in this habit of saving our entire lives for that one
day.
wedding.
Yeah.
That one single wedding. There's a for good reason ना अब तक लोग परेशान होते आए हैं बेटी के पैदा होने पे. Because they know that it's only and only expenses going forward. So whether it's wedding, and it does not even stop at that wedding, Sadhika, it does not even stop there. After that, pehli Diwali, pehli Lodi, pehli Holi, all of that stuff, and it just does not end. You know what? I don't know if you're aware, there's this tradition where if somebody dies, it's the nani who gives money to everybody.
yes.
I don't understand that. So, you know, imagine like nani ban ke bhi paise de rahi hai, right? So she's like the parents of girl child, you know, has to bear expenses until they die, and it's just so sad. So yes, I mean, and I'm very happy to see the change, although very small and very small sections of the society, to be taking place where people are together throwing a wedding, right?
Yes.
There is it's, you know, it's a shared wedding. People are sharing the expenses, and some people like Sonakshi Sinha recently, a lot of celebrities setting these good examples where they're going for court marriages and they just spend throwing one reception. I think it's a great idea.
I love that idea.
Yeah, I'm not a Ranbir Alia fan, but I think I totally laud them for getting married in their
little
house.
balcony.
And I think that's a great idea, and it's a good example to set.
इन जनरल मैरिजेस पे या फिर वेडिंग इन जनरल पे उस पे इतना ज्यादा प्रेशर दे दिया है दैट वो जो रियल रीजन होता था ना हैप्पीनेस का, दैट यू नो टू पीपल दे आर एक्साइटेड, दे विल फाइनली बी स्टार्टिंग अ न्यू लाइफ टुगेदर, वो वाली सारी चीजें ना डाइल्यूट होती चली गई.
I think those two people enjoyed the least in the wedding.
I agree, but you know, two people who genuinely seem to have enjoyed their wedding were Radhika Merchant and Anant Ambani. And I can say this because I have literally gone through every piece of content that there happens to be on Instagram. It's almost like कि अगर आपने अपना Instagram खोला है तो you can't escape it. You know,
That's
you
true.
just
I mean,
can't escape
even
it.
somebody like me saw a good part of the wedding just on Instagram.
Yeah,
because it was
and
so
you
hard
live
to
under a
miss.
rock.
I live under a rock.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on on Instagram half the time. Sadhika was very pleasantly surprised the other day when she found out that I know about Xavier uncle.
Yes.
So yes, I do live under a rock, but Ambani wedding was really hard to miss. I'm sure I don't know even half as much as you do, or any other person for that matter. But yeah, I still know a great deal. I doubt they enjoyed the wedding because I mean, imagine, ek to thakawat, like you know, we can't party 2 days in a row now, right? And these people, they went on and on and on celebrating the grandeur, the dresses, the makeup, the jewelry. Right, the rocks they were wearing on them. I don't know how did they even manage to pull this off. And imagine the kind of guest list, like how big was the guest list, and I heard like in Ranveer Alabadia's podcast that they tried to personally greet everybody who was a part of the wedding. So I can only imagine how exhausting that was. But the cute Varmala dance, I think that was really nice. That was really nice. It was adorable.
In today's episode, we're going to, you know, get you up to speed to everything crazy, everything astounding, everything shocking that happened at the Ambani wedding. Okay, so are you ready for it? I have some great footage for us. Okay, so we'll start with Radhika's bridal entry. Here you go.
Is that a peacock?
Yes, that's a boat
Is that
with
a boat
peacock
on water?
face.
Is
Yeah.
that water?
Yeah.
Well, she looks beautiful, but I think I liked her pre-wedding entry better.
Oh, when she was walking
and dancing,
Yeah.
and you know, Dekha Tenu and all
Yeah.
of that. She looked very beautiful, very pretty. She was smiling throughout.
And that slow-mo walk with, you know,
Yeah,
like she was
it was
holding
very,
her
very
ghungat and
sweet.
she was walking and smiling. Yeah, I agree. So how would you rate this?
4. 4 and 10.
How would you want your, you know, like
I
bridal
like
entry
to
to
walk.
be?
I just like to walk.
Yeah?
I want to fly. I don't want to swim. Definitely don't want. I would like Vidai in a dolly, you know, for the retro feels. But entry, I would like to walk for sure.
And the marriage to be totally modern. Okay, so you know how every girl, when she starts planning her wedding, and जरूरी नहीं होता, कभी भी जरूरी नहीं होता कि हमारे दिमाग में लड़का हो. हमें लड़के की जरूरत ही नहीं है अपनी वेडिंग प्लान करने के लिए. वो
That is
बस
true,
एक,
that is
you know, वो एक फॉर्मेलिटी है कि वो उस दिन वहाँ पे आके बैठ जाएगा और उसको उसकी जगह मिल जाएगी मंडप पे. बट उसके अलावा we have always planned our weddings without men, right?
true.
The one most important part of the planning has always been प्लानिंग के संगीत पे तुम्हारा डांस कैसा होगा, कि तुम्हारी डांस परफॉर्मेंसेस कैसी होंगी.
That is priority number 2. Priority number 1 is always the outfit.
Really?
Yes.
वैसे I would have to agree there.
I mean, the number of times I've decided my wedding outfit and then redone it over and over and over again, as you know, as per my changing taste. It's crazy.
So what is it currently?
No, I don't want to tell.
No?
No.
Oh, it's a secret, guys.
Yeah.
Coming back to the Sangeet girls dance, right? So I think everybody plans a lot. मतलब
मुझे
मुझे
लगा
for a
Sangeet
fact
dance?
पता है. Yeah, they had like an entire elaborate ceremony. Okay, so a lot of celebrities came. They also danced, but the main family dance. So there's this one clip where all the Ambani women are standing in a row and they're dancing. So we have Neeta Ambani, we have Shloka Ambani, we have Isha Ambani, and we have the to-be Radhika Ambani.
Right.
Okay, so let's react to their Sangeet dance video.
It is so cute to know that these people are just like us. And they're all coming together and throwing this dance and completely out of sync. And that makes
जितने मर्जी
them more
पैसे दे
real.
दो. Yes.
And it just makes them more real with that even these people, despite I think the best photographers, are still out of sync. It's super cute.
जितने मर्जी कोरियोग्राफर्स ले आओ, जितनी मर्जी प्रैक्टिस कर लो, I think they'll all do. Oh look, they're doing the हम साथ साथ है वाला pose.
Yeah, it is so cute.
You know, it really feels that Neeta Ambani genuinely feels a lot of love for the family. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर आज के ज़माने में वो हम साथ साथ है वापस बनती ना, तो she would probably be the main character in it.
So, you know, either she really feels that way or she's, well, she knows that, you know, as a family, they have to put up a front like that. But I just feel, somehow, I don't know why, I only see Radhika Merchant showing the same kind of love. जो Neeta Ambani की wavelength है ना, वो मेरे को लगता है सिर्फ Radhika Merchant match करती है, because everybody else you see, they seem a little cold. They may be a very happy family, and they may be, I don't know, and I can't comment. But from what it looks like, you know, it looks like that, you know, the other people, they're all cold. And Mukesh Ambani, of course, he's too silent and he's nice and sweet and all of that. But the kids, you know, they just like we die for our mothers. So
I think Mukesh Ambani is being like the typical dad at a wedding, जिसकी और बट यूजुअली यू नो जो लड़की के डैड होते हैं वो इतने ज़्यादा इमोशनल होते हैं वेडिंग पे कि कोई भी रस्म हो रही है, कोई भी छोटी सी भी सेरेमनी हो रही है, यहाँ पे विदाई हो रही है, यहाँ पे वरमाला हो रही है और उनका बस आंसू निकली जा रहे हैं, निकली जा रहे हैं, निकली जा रहे हैं. फॉर सम रीजन मुकेश अंबानी यू नो हैज बीन स्पॉटेड टू बी सो इमोशनल थ्रू आउट द वेडिंग. It is very sweet.
And it is so humbling to see that the main man, right, the main money machine of this entire family was dressed the simplest throughout, and everybody is studded with diamonds. And you know, this guy is so simple. It's just so humbling to see.
They were studded with diamonds. He was buying those diamonds. Are you ready to react to one of my most favorite videos? ये हार्दिक पांड्या.
You guys getting divorced.
Yes, but right now here he's getting drunk because see he's asking for tequila.
Right. I love what he's wearing. I love what Hardik Pandya is wearing. And who? Who's that?
Mahesh Babu.
Who's Mahesh Babu?
You don't know who Mahesh Babu is?
No.
Oh my god, you genuinely do live under a rock. He's like one of the... He's a South superstar.
Really?
Yes. Apologize to South fans right now. They will come and boycott you.
No, I'm sure honge, but I don't know.
So I think sharab to is anyway important for any Indian wedding.
That is true. चाहे वो एक कमरे में चल रही हो शराब और सबके सामने नहीं, but you know it has to be there.
मैंने सुना था कि अंबानी शादी पे, अंबानी वेडिंग पे there were like so many stations. Okay, तो इनकी बारात नॉर्मल बारात की तरह नहीं गई है. इनकी बारात गई है स्टेशंस को पास करते करते and there were like I don't know डबल डिजिट्स में स्टेशंस वहाँ पे थे. हर स्टेशन पे एक आर्टिस्ट था और वो वाला आर्टिस्ट वहाँ पे उस ऑडियंस के लिए प्ले कर रहा था. So the barat went passing by each station, stopping at each station, partying with all of those people. And जो आर्टिस्ट परफॉर्म कर रहा था वो नॉर्मल आर्टिस्ट भी नहीं, सुपर स्टार्स परफॉर्म कर रहे थे, यू नो ग्लोबल स्टार्स परफॉर्म कर रहे थे. कहीं पे हनी सिंह परफॉर्म कर रहा है, कहीं पे कोई और दूसरा फेमस डीजे परफॉर्म कर रहा है, कहीं पे रणवीर सिंह ऊपर कंसोल पे चढ़ के डांस कर रहा है. सो दिस वाज देयर बारात.
So it was like a string of mini concerts throughout.
Yes, it was like a string of mini concerts.
Like these guys really show that good Jews know how to celebrate. I mean, they've surpassed Punjabi spirit.
भाई seriously, and you know I never knew that Gujjus knew how to celebrate क्योंकि मेरे को तो लगता था कि एक शादी एक पंजाबी से ज़्यादा कोई better enjoy कर ही नहीं सकता.
That is true. So I am really inspired by Gujjus. Gujjus definitely know how to celebrate. That these guys have shown. One thing that Gujjus also know very well is to monetize on opportunities. And while people may call this wedding a very heavy, unnecessary, expensive wedding, I truly beg to differ. And you know, the one thing about Gujjus is that even the females, right? You, like for example, even Baniyas are like that, right? They really know how to make money. You give a Baniya 1 rupee, he'll bring 10 back. But Baniya women may not be so business minded. The thing with Gujjus is that even Gujju women are so money minded. I know this guy, we used to work together, Shah, so Gujju, his wife used to trade. While he did a regular job, his wife used to trade in equity,
Nice.
and she had a personal portfolio of 40 lakhs. So this is what Gujjus are truly capable of. And while people will call this a wedding, I think it was a master marketing strategy, not just for their own business but for our GDP as a whole. I did not watch the Ambani wedding as much as a normal person would have, but what the little bit that I read about them and research was that what is the business aspect of this wedding, because one thing you expect from a Gujju is if he's putting money, he's going to make some out of it. There's nothing without agenda. And I mean this in a good way. So I was very, very curious to know what is the business side of this wedding. And you know, people saying what they're saying, like now it's just show off, now it's just plain show off, and now they're just overdoing it. It's a classic example of आप उतना ही सोच पाते हो जितना तक आपकी सोच होती है. What they've done, like all of us together should be thanking the Ambanis for what they've done, and to throw a wedding this big. The best opinion that I heard on this wedding is that this is the beginning of India being looked at differently. And it is a hallmark event in the shift of perspective. And that is what I truly believe it is. It may not be the beginning, because I think the beginning happened when Modi ji came into leadership, but another Gujju. But it is definitely, you know, a hallmark event in people looking at India differently as not just a land of snake charmers and poor farmers using outdated techniques of farming, living below the poverty line. They've actually done what the British royals have been doing this whole time. So when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry got married, one third of the entire world's population was watching their wedding. It was more than FIFA viewership. Now one would think, how does this benefit them or the British economy? It's Palki Sharma recently talked about hard power and soft power. I love that woman. You know, she talked about how India may have hard power, but we still lack on soft power.
So what is hard power? What is soft power?
Yeah, so hard power is military power, political influence, all of that is hard power, right? And soft power is, it's mass media, it's marketing, it's having a good press. It's knowing how to politely, diplomatically push cultural influence on people, right? That is soft power. And a classic example of soft power is what South Korea is doing now. So 5 years ago, nobody wanted to go to South Korea, right? All we wanted to go was to NYC because of Gossip Girl, right? Such was the cinematic influence of the US on us, right? Now because of K-drama, because of them pushing their beauty industry, and so because, you know, everybody was watching K-drama, they saw their skin, we all saw their skin, we saw how the concept of glass skin emerged from Korea, and now their cosmetic industry has shot up exponentially, it's grown exponentially, right? And that is soft power. Sitting there in their own country, just pushing their culture and influence from their own land only by increasing their budget on a different industry. This is the kind of output that they've generated, and that is soft power. And this is what Palki Sharma also said on that podcast, that as Indians, we may be doing great things, but we suck at marketing them. We absolutely do. And speaking of British royals who've been using royal marriages as marketing campaigns and in order to push the British economy, आज की date में भी it's called the Kate effect. जो भी वो पहनती है, it could be a dress, it could be a pair of boots, the sales surge up to 600-700%. This is the Kate effect. So now that Radhika Merchant has become a social media icon, anything that she will wear, mostly she's been seen wearing Indian designers, jewelry made by Indian people. So this is going to help our economy. So The Crown, I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I haven't, but I've heard a lot about it.
One
of the most popular and most watched shows on Netflix.
We've all heard a lot about The Crown. I have watched only one season. Now when we see The Crown and we see other shows made about these royals, we want to go to UK, right? So it helps in tourism, it boosts your industry. The number of people, now when so many people see Kim Kardashian wearing a Manish Malhotra, imagine the number of people who'd want to wear Manish Malhotra. Imagine the number of people who'd be familiarized with the concept of what a sari is.
Or a lehenga is, or what an Indian wedding is for that matter.
Exactly. And also them hosting the wedding in India will ultimately boost the Indian wedding industry. So I don't really understand how is this a waste. You know, they have actually, and this has been such a selfless service, I would say, because by no means it's just them who's going to be benefiting from this wedding. It's going to be all the people who are tied to this industry. Now, people coming here and trying all the cuisines now. So I heard this somewhere that there was this Banarsi pan guy who came to the wedding and had his own little pan corner set up. Now imagine all these foreigners coming and trying a pan, and that is us pushing Indian cuisine to foreigners. 5 years down the line, you can go to London and set up your own pan shop and you'll have customers. And that is the effect of the Ambani wedding. That is the effect of soft power, and whatever they've done, they'll be benefiting it from it in every aspect that I can think of, and I'm completely in awe of it. And I think that all of us should laud and thank the Ambanis for what they've done and what subsequently they'll be doing for our economy at large. But at the same time, if we have to learn, right, instead of looking at the grandeur of their wedding and burning our pockets trying to imitate that, I truly feel what we should learn is to spend, if not 0.1, then at least just 1% of what we have on the weddings, and to learn from the acts of social service that they've been involved in, which is something like Andan, or getting underprivileged people married.
So of course they got a lot of people married, right, at their own expense, and it was a great big, grand wedding ceremony that they hosted for them. They also have been feeding, and I think a report shared that they've been feeding close to 9,000 people every day for 40 days.
Yeah, so if you really have to learn this from them. Take this learning. And for people who are saying कि अरे इतना पैसा खर्चा, तो ये इसको तो दान ही कर देते, इसकी तो कितने लोगों की हेल्प हो जाती इस पैसे से. Being an upper middle class person, let's say you have a budget of 50 lakhs for the wedding. What if I go to them and ask them कि आप 5 लाख में अपनी शादी कर लो, बाकी 45 lakhs, this is such a waste of money. आप तो 5 लाख में एक इवेंट कर सकते थे, 45 lakhs आप दान कर दो. You're not doing that. In fact, nobody's even benefiting from the 50 lakhs that you're spending on the wedding. And what these people are doing, it's absolutely phenomenal.
And one thing that I genuinely loved was कि कितने ज़्यादा gracefully, कितने ज़्यादा happily और pride के साथ उन लोगों ने वो सारे Indian traditions और Indian customs को दिखाया है. एक चीज़ होती है कि शादी पे रस्म है, रीति रिवाज है, तो करना ही करना है. But like whether it was something as unique as them displaying their Varmala ceremony on Antilia. So जो उनका घर है बॉम्बे में एंटिलिया, it's a big, like it's a huge building, right? It's a tall building. वहाँ पे वो पूरी की पूरी सेरेमनी जब वो अपना गार्डन एक्सचेंज कर रहे थे, वो पूरी व्यू हुई थी for everybody to see. And while of course a lot of people will call it a show of power or a show of money and everything, I just feel that it is beautiful because you also pick the moments that you're publicizing, right? It is beautiful. It is beautiful कि उन्होंने वो हर एक रस्म करी है, चाहे वो एक दूसरे को ऊपर उठाना हो वरमाला के टाइम पे, चाहे वो जूते छुपाने वाली रस्म हो, चाहे वो कोई भी रस्म हो.
Did they actually do जूता छुपाने?
यार I don't know, but I'm really curious to know if they did or not, because I remember back in the day जब हार्दिक पांड्या और नताशा स्टैनकोविच की शादी की सेरेमनी हो रही थी, so I remember this one reel जिसमें नताशा की ब्राइड्समेड हार्दिक पांड्या से पैसे मांग रही थी जूते छुपाने के, और उसने उन लोगों को लिटरली ये वाली चीज, like he gave them lakhs, वो उससे कुछ हजार या कुछ मांग रहे थे.
5 lakhs.
Yeah.
He said 5 lakhs done. I remember seeing
exactly,
this
and like done, and I was like कि ऐसा जीजा चाहिए, पति तो कैसा भी मिलेगा, but
imagine
जीजा.
what would Anant Ambani do?
Exactly.
Or would have done.
Or would have done. Yeah, so that is still a mystery कि उसने कितने पैसे दिए होंगे जूता छुपाई पे, फिर उनमें होता भी है या नहीं होता. But by and large, I think the way, how seamlessly, and how proudly they displayed उनका कल्चर, उनका कस्टम, उनके पहनावे में भी, I mean everything that they wore, of course it was dripping diamonds, right? But it was beautiful, it was ethnic.
Absolutely, and while it's no surprise that Ambanis have always been rooted in the Indian culture, भाई उन्होंने किम कार्दाशियन को साड़ी पहना दी.
Yes.
खुद अपना नहीं बदले. And what we do as a society is that we just feel that wealth is equal to modernity, right? The more modern you are, the wealthier you look to people, right? And the more fancy you look to people.
Or cool.
Yeah, and you know, sooner people grow into wealth, right? उनका पहनावा different हो जाता है. They start calling our customs tacky, and you know, suddenly they are just detached from the culture. And these people have set such a great example that this is the new cool.
Yes.
Being cultural is the new cool.
Yes.
You know, following Indian traditions is the new cool, and I think this is just great. I absolutely love what they've done, and they've always been like that. Even like, you know, most of the times, 9 out of 10 times, Neeta Ambani has her sari draped in the Gujarati fashion only.
Yeah.
She will not do a palla like this,
Normal
or you
pallu,
know, yeah, she will not do the regular pallu. She'll always have it done in the Gujarati way. The judas, the gajras, everything. It's so good. In fact, Radhika Merchant wearing the classic Gujarati lehenga. So she got a lot of, I think she got a lot of hate or criticism for wearing a white lehenga. What people don't know is, and this is something that a Guju friend only told me back when I was studying with her in Milan, and she told me that Guju brides, they wear white and red lehengas.
Yeah.
And I was very curious. I was like, white in Indian tradition? I'm not so sure. And then
it's
she
more
showed
like
me
a
pictures.
Western culture.
Yeah, it's called something. It's Pantera, I'm not sure, but it's called something. And that's when she told me that Guju brides wear white and red. Those who didn't know criticized Radhika Merchant for wearing white, but actually she wore the classic Guju bridal lehenga. And that is exactly what Isha Ambani also wore. If you remember, she also wore a white and red lehenga on her wedding. So that is what Gujus wear. So you know, they've followed each and every tradition. Even Grah Shanti Puja, that's an astrological.
Yeah.
A Grah Shanti Puja is rooted in astrology, and you know, they've done those things also.
Yeah.
While we call astrology outdated, and there's a saying that, you know, millionaires don't follow astrology, billionaires do, right? And the Ambanis have always been following astrology, and you know, these little things, it was just nice to see all of this.
It was good to see कि कूल लगने के लिए या फिर फैंसी या फिर बड़े स्केल पे चीज़ें करने के लिए उन्होंने कोई भी चीज़ कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं करी. उन्होंने अपने एथिक्स, मॉरल्स, रिचुअल्स या फिर यू नो अपनी लाइक दे वर स्टिल रूटेड इन their history and their culture and very nicely.
As they've always been.
Yeah, and you know, it's very interesting. Recently I came across this video which spoke about Kim Kardashian. ठीक है, so of course Kim and Khloe Kardashian were at the Ambani wedding.
Yeah.
And अगर Ambanis उन लोगों को जैसे तूने बोला कि अगर वो उन लोगों को इंडिया में लाके लहंगा पहनवा के साड़ी पहनवा के कूल दिखवा सकता है, so obviously tomorrow nobody will think that it's, you know, down market anymore, or what is this even anymore, right? It's cool. But there was this one video where she was, you know, getting criticized a lot, and you can't guess the reason.
For wearing red.
Yes, for wearing red on a wedding day.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were wondering कि जैसे usually या शायद एक टाइम होता था where red was the Indian color overall, कि एक शादी है तो फिर bride का color red है and you should never wear red. It's like wearing white to a, you know, church wedding. You just can't because you'll outshine the bride. But I don't think that exists anymore.
While, see, it doesn't exist because we don't follow it anymore, right? And while this may have been true in any other wedding, particularly because this was a Guju wedding, and as I told you, Guju brides are supposed to wear white and red, where white is the dominant color.
Okay.
And red is only on the sidelines, on the borders and all of that. So there she was safe. In fact, if I have to speak of one thing which I didn't approve of on Kim Kardashian, was her boob show. Because listen, I just feel, and it's not just Kim Kardashian who did it. Some of Indian celebrities did it, and I personally I'm not a fan of this. I am somebody who's more than happy to wear bikinis, right? And I wore bikini back in the day when no one would wear bikinis. This concept of body positivity and owning up to your fashion taste and all of that, and all of that has become popular now. I wore it back when nobody else did, and these things were frowned upon, and bikinis were only for celebrities and only for the movies. So I'm all for modernity, I'm all for skin show. I believe, कहते हैं कि कन्यादान और शादी सबसे बड़ा यज्ञ होता है हमारे धर्म में, right? And you have to respect the sanctity of that puja. It's a puja, right? And Kiara Advani wearing that blouse was very inappropriate. I personally felt awkward just looking at what she wore. And I think, if she's beautiful nonetheless. And, you can wear a blouse as small as you want, but that kind of cleavage show, I think, is very inappropriate. Similarly, for Kim Kardashian, yes, she's a Westerner and she can wear whatever the fuck she wants. She's allowed. But if she's come here all the way to as a guest and as a respectful guest at that, so I believe she should have at least respected the tradition this much. But what would she do if Indian celebrities are doing that? And this is where I really love the Ambanis. These people wore Western, right? They wore Western, and they also did skin show, right? They were wearing small blouses,
and whatever they did can't even be called skin show.
Yeah, I'm just saying that as a conservative Guju family, a small, imagine where they started. From where they started, they've come a long way. And despite being rooted in Indian culture, they've been fairly modern in their fashion. But at the same time, nothing about them was inappropriate. Absolutely nothing. Radhika Merchant, despite being so fashionable throughout, was not inappropriate even once. And that is what I truly admire about these people.
Yeah, I agree. They didn't rely on any backless blouses or anything for that matter. And that's fine. And even backless blouses are fine. But I just feel that
everything is fine, Sadhika. Everything is fine. Like I say, bikini is fine. Going naked on a naked beach is fine. It's just about where
the
you
occasion.
are. It's the occasion. When in Rome, do like the Romans do. It's that simple.
And while the world was going crazy after Kim Kardashian, and I think कि उस शादी पे भी people were just clamoring around her, right? एक selfie के लिए, एक photo के लिए, एक interaction के लिए. I saw Kim Kardashian legit, fangirl over one actress, and that was Aishwarya Rai Bachchan.
Right. I think she posted a selfie also.
Yes, she did. Yeah. And I think more than a selfie, I think she wrote a post about it, or there was some chatter online for sure about it, right? And I just feel कि पता है कुछ लोग जैसे दिलजीत ने बोला था ना कि अरे होगी होगी रिहाना होगी कोई साड़ी तो करीना ही है, वैसे भाई होगी काइली होगी किम होगी क्लोई, हमारी तो genuinely ऐश्वर्या ही है.
That is true.
Nobody can beat that beauty.
While I love India and I love Indians and I love all of us, right? I just feel that एक जो सबसे बड़ी खराबी है ना कि हम अपने आप को ही डिस करते हैं. We diss our own people, right? We as Indians, diss our own celebrities and these mega stars that these people are, and we are always fangirling
over the Westerners and Hollywood actors.
And just look at these people. We are dissing our cinema, and this recent reel went viral where this Westerner is speaking in Hindi and he's like, Sanjay Leela Balsali, he's Bhagwan, he's God, right? That is the kind of magic that he creates on cinema, right? So looking at all these Westerners laud the work that we've been doing and laud our people, whereas we sit here and only criticize them for the for the work they've gotten done on their faces, or for the kind of fashion choices that Aishwarya Rai has been making, which I do believe is kind of questionable.
There's a miss, of course, there's a miss there.
Yeah, she really needs to hire a better stylist. That is for sure there, but you can't deny her stardom. You can't deny her accomplishments. You can't deny the impact, the global impact she's had. And on similar lines, John Cena posting a selfie with Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And John Cena dancing to Daler Mehendi's songs. That was iconic. That was a moment.
When we talk about soft power, John Cena wearing a sherwani.
Yes.
Now you tell me the number of people who would be positively influenced to wear a sherwani.
Yeah.
Right? Where we people, even now when we wear ethnic, we want to wear it in a modern way. We want it in a modern twist. These people going all they see, just as is, the kind of influence they bring, like they cast on everybody.
Yeah.
That is so great.
Yeah. And the only person who wasn't influenced by our, by Indian fashion was probably Justin Bieber.
Oh my god. I can't get over what he wore. I think, I was going for borderline disrespectful. It's plain disrespectful. Wearing what he did, showing half your underwear while performing at a wedding is so damn disrespectful. I don't understand where do people get the guts.
Yeah, I have no idea. And पता है एक ज़माना था जब मेरे पापा ऐसे जब वो याद है there was this trend, there was this entire era जहाँ पे baggy jeans का बहुत ज़्यादा fashion चलता था, तो तुम्हारे boxers दिखते थे, लड़कों के boxers आते दिखते थे, या फिर उसका band दिखता था. And it was branded cool.
Showing the band and showing half your underwear where the pant would just fall any given moment, that is not okay. And there's a difference.
Yes, I think I was the least impressed by Justin Bieber being on the dossier for all the performers. Yeah. ऐसे में, guys, Diljit Dosanjh is the GOAT.
Yes.
Yes, he takes culture everywhere. Moving forward, and you know, while a lot of actresses and while a lot of people who attended the wedding were questionable, like they had some questionable choices, right? I really love Jani Kapoor's couture. There were, of course, some hits and misses here and there, but I think overall it was really nice.
I do feel the plait could have been longer with the golden lehenga. But yes, she was definitely very well dressed throughout.
Yeah. And talking about well dressed, let's move on to well remunerated. Did you know Anant Ambani gifted 3.5 crore rupees watches to his groomsmen?
Each? Or
बांटेंगे कैसे?
मुझे लगा total cost बता रही होगी. Wow, 3.5 CR each. Well, he can afford it.
एंड मुझे नहीं पता कि तेरे को पता है नहीं, आई थिंक तेरे को पता होगा बिकॉज हमारे कल्चर में ये वाली चीज़ है, जब शादी होती है ना तो जो लड़की की बहन है उनको कलीचड़ी मिलती है, एंड विच इज लाइक अ डायमंड रिंग, राइट? सो आई डोंट नो कि वहाँ पे उनका भी ऐसे कोई रिवाज था जिसकी वजह से ऑल द ग्रूम्समैन गॉट द गिफ्ट और नॉट, बट ओ माई गॉड, डू आई वॉन्ट wedding favors like those.
Of course.
What did you think about Anant Ambani's look throughout the wedding?
Honestly, I didn't pay enough attention given all that glamour around him.
But ये तो कहते हैं कि शादी लड़की का दिन होता है और लड़का बस वहाँ पे होता है, so
Yeah, although I feel bad for the guy, obviously, because it's his day just as much, but let's just face it, nobody cares about the groom. Nobody cares what he's wearing. Nobody cares about his makeup. There is no makeup. Nobody cares about his hair. Nobody cares about his pre-bridal glow up, right? Nothing, right? So obviously, ठीक है, लड़के की भी शादी होती है, but it really is about the girl.
it really is about.
And in this case, of course, because it was a star-studded wedding, a lot of attention was on the celebrities, and I think it was a very good idea. If this has to be a marketing event, right, and if it has to bring the Ambanis a great deal of return, inviting celebrities was a very good idea, because nobody cares what Tony Blair wore, right? Although he may be a very big deal, people care about what celebrities wear. So if you want to boost the Indian fashion industry, inviting all these celebrities and them wearing Indian couture, I think was a great idea. It's just nice that despite all these celebrities being around, Radhika Merchant was still the star of the show and all eyes were on her. It was in fact very sweet that Neeta Ambani, she dropped her mother-in-law complex and she did not try to steal the spotlight even once. Obviously, she is there and she can't be missed. That is for sure, because Neeta Ambani, and she's phenomenally graceful. And of course, nobody can deny that it was Radhika Merchant's day, and it was nice. All of them were there in their own lane, shining, individually like bright stars, and of course, Radhika was the star of the show, and yeah, it was nice.
And I think a lot of people also became curious about Radhika's older sister, Anjali Merchant.
Yeah. I've been seeing her on Instagram because she got her makeup done by this very famous makeup artist.
Mia Sakrani,
yes, and
yes.
I really like her work. So I saw her on her page. And she's really beautiful. Initially, in fact, I thought she's the younger sister because she has like a baby face.
I think both of them have a baby. First of all, both of them are really pretty.
Both of them are really
they have
pretty,
like a very innocent, very childlike, like they have the kind of a face that I would early on say an Alia Bhatt has.
Yeah.
Very baby-like, very
Right.
pure, innocent,
But
pious.
with Radhika, like obviously with her sister, it was the face. But with Radhika, it's not just her face or her looks, it's just the vibe. Right? It is the obviously I haven't experienced her aura because I haven't been in proximity with her. But the fact that she's always smiling, the fact that it looks like at least that she's full of life and she's always so bubbly and smiling and nice to people. All of that, I think it's beautiful. And it's just sad that somebody who looks this good, and not just in terms of looks, right, just seems to be such a great person, uski speech itni zyada trash ki gayi thi because it was picked out from a movie, right? And the entire like most of the Instagram went nuts over criticizing her ke same to same, she said copy paste and all of that. I don't understand what is the problem. Firstly, she knows that she's a mega star now. She knows that not just India, but she'll be watched globally. Right? She knows that if this dialogue or the speech has been picked out from a certain movie, the word is going to get out there. And not to forget, she can hire the best writers to write that speech for her. She still picked that out. Maybe there was a hidden story
Message,
behind it.
yeah.
Maybe they shared a love. Both Radhika and Anand shared a love for that movie. Who knows? What do you know? And who are you to comment? And it's, what is the problem in being inspired by a movie and using those words on your special day? I don't understand what's the problem with it. It's just like we're so big on criticizing people all the time and just, ek cheez mili nahi and, we want to make fun of them.
जाता है, हाँ. But Reddit पे there was also this thread जो बात कर रहे थे कि while the world was rejoicing, right? पूरी दुनिया खुश थी, पूरी दुनिया भी क्या, एटलीस्ट पूरा बॉलीवुड जो वहाँ पे पहुँचा हुआ था और उनके जो जितने भी गेस्ट थे वो सारे खुश थे. बट जो 2 लोग कॉट किए फैंस ने कि जो खुश नहीं थे वो पूरी वेडिंग पे, वो थे अनिल अंबानी एंड टीरा अंबानी.
Really?
Yeah, well, there is speculation on Reddit that says कि जैसे हर एक इंडियन फैमिली में वो एक बुआ या फूफड़ या फिर वो एक ताऊ और ताई नहीं होते या चाचा चाची नहीं होते जो बस मुंह सुड़ा के बैठ जाते हैं, जिनको कुछ ना कुछ तो नापसंद लगा होता है. या तो दाल मखनी में नमक कम होगा, या फिर पनीर की क्वालिटी उतनी अच्छी नहीं होगी, या फिर उनको कारोबार में एक ड्रिंक कम मिली होगी. whatever it is, they just feel a little whatever. So I think a lot of people speculated that
Honestly, no comments on that. I have no idea. And I think they'd be happy for his brother and the family, but well, घर घर की कहानी.
सही में. और घर घर की कहानी से एक और रील याद आई मेरे को जो मैंने अभी रिसेंटली देखी थी. इट वाज द फनीएस्ट रील आई हैव सीन इन अंबानी वेडिंग. वो थी कि बारात में सारे लोग खड़े हुए हैं, सारे लोग डांस कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे रणबीर कपूर भी खड़ा हुआ है, यहाँ पे डांस कर रहा है. यहाँ पे कोई तो अंकल आते हैं, ठीक है, आई डोंट नो हु ही इज, मे बी ही इज अ गुड फेमस बिजनेसमैन बट आई डोंट नो हिम. और वो आके अपना बिजनेस कार्ड निकालते हैं और बात करते करते रणबीर कपूर को पकड़ाते हैं. एंड रणबीर कपूर भी उनसे वो कार्ड लेना कि हाँ बिल्कुल द कार्ड. आई एम लाइक भाई दिस नेवर गेट्स ओल्ड. एक ज़माना था जहाँ मुझे लगता था कि मेरे पापा अपने वॉलेट में वो अपने बिजनेस कार्ड्स लेके घूम रहे हैं, और अब तो वो आउटडेटेड हो चुका है ना, बिकॉज अब वेबसाइट्स हैं, डिजिटल है, इंस्टाग्राम पेजेस हैं, सारी चीजें हैं, राइट. और व्हाट्सएप पे कॉन्टैक्ट शेयर हो जाता है, कॉन्टैक्ट कार्ड. But no, bro, it exists.
It still does, and people are still doing it.
Random uncles are giving Ranbir Kapoor the business cards के आओ कभी हवेली पे. Overall, so would you like to sum up the Ambani wedding?
I just say stop spreading the hate. Enjoy the wedding. Enjoy the wedding on Instagram. Appreciate these people for what they've done. If you want to take the good stuff away, and that is social service, in enjoying our tradition and staying rooted in our culture, and helping to get underprivileged people married if you can, and spending a very, 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 very small fraction of your wealth on your kid's wedding.
Yes. So yes, guys, let's try to be as happy for the Ambanis as we would have been had we been invited.
Yes.
Okay? So keep that jealous aside.